Hi. Another one of those pretend like my hair looks good and I have my makeup on it. I'm happy to share with you the story of our grandson Link. I'm just trying to find his picture. I know I have his picture here with my grandkids. I'll have to show you this. My daughter gave me this. A cute daughter whose son was almost killed yesterday, run over by a truck. That's another story. That's Austin. But Link, where's my Link? Well, this isn't the best picture of Link, but this is my heavenly family wall. That's Link. So what happened with Link is that I can't believe I don't have this written up, and I've got writing all over the place. And I know I wrote it up, but it was 11 years ago that he 11 and a half years, so I would really have to dig for that year, but anyway, what happened from my perspective, I was teaching guitar at the time. I got a phone call from Heidi, our daughter. Link was her first son. Let me back up for a minute. I was with Heidi when Link was born, and very, very quickly, he was big, real big boy, 9 pounds something. Anyway, quickly they discerned that there was a problem with his pancreas, and it's like the opposite of diabetes. And so he was put in NICU, even though he was giant for NICU, but he was put in NICU from Cedar City to St. George, and then within a week he was flown, life-flighted from St. George to, trying to remember, I know this like the back of my hand. I'll remember, but anyway, to a special hospital where they deal with these pancreatic problems. He was there for a month. We had Heidi and Jason's kids, put them in school here in Salt Lake, and did the mom and dad thing while Heidi and Jason were with their son. And by then it was around Christmas time, and Link was about 2 months old, and I'll never forget, we went to the kids and I went to the airport to welcome Heidi and Jason back home, because Link had to stay in the hospital, and they were only just going to come back for about 3 days. They came down the escalator, the Salt Lake airport back then. You could wait at the bottom of the escalator for people who were coming. They came down the escalator, and then this other couple came behind them, and they had a baby. Turns out that the baby was Link. I just screamed. They tricked us. He was doing so well that the director where they were at, they had been staying at the Ronald McDonald House for a month while he was going through this operation and recovery, and he just said he came through with flying colors. He should be able to live a normal life. So we were all so excited. Lots of pictures. It was Christmas. It was our best Christmas present. Fast forward 2 months later, I was teaching guitar. Heidi called, and she just was crying on the phone, and she said, "Make him breathe, Mom. Make him breathe. Please make him breathe." She had put Link down for a nap, and he died. She came in, and he was really gone, but she was trained as a CPR, or she knew the training. She was a lifeguard. So she worked on him until they got there. It was just a nightmare. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, and then fast forward to his funeral. And I remember my mom saying, we prayed so many prayers for that little boy that God gave him to us for 2 extra months. But he was meant for the other side. His name Link has linked us to the other side in a very special way. Anyway. And that's how we lost Link. We almost lost him, and then we did lose him. And Heidi, I remember the day of the funeral, I sobbed so much. I couldn't believe it. I was just the grandma. I wasn't the mom. Poor Heidi. She was so numb. She couldn't even cry. I just didn't realize that it would be that hard on me. But it was. To see my grandson die after just 4 months. So well loved. So prayed over. And now he's our link to heaven, along with my mom. That's a story of Link in a nutshell. I should find it. Have it accessible. Heidi's had several experiences since he passed away, through dreams and other things. They had 2 more children, all girls. He was their only boy. She said that they were in the St. George Temple when they were praying about whether to have more children. They were very concerned that, because this pancreatic problem can be hereditary. But the Lord told them in the celestial room that they were meant to have more children. Gosh, oh, it's not dinner yet. Time. I lost track of time. That's the story of Link. My story over the since Wednesday really has had a lot of pain, in my neck especially. And then my neck gets my head going. So I did see my GP here, and he gave me this Tylenol opioid thing, and I quickly found out that it makes me nauseated. On the other hand, if I'm in pain, I get nauseated. So it hasn't been a lot of fun, but I'm okay at the moment. I just keep putting this balm that I have for pain on my neck and my shoulders, and just have to keep being careful with my hand. But I hope we get some kind of answers on Tuesday. That's when I see my hand surgeon. He has a chance to figure out the thumb, whether it really is broken or jammed, or I don't know. But the nerve conduction test did show that there was some problems with my elbow. But I don't know if it will just resolve on its own or need surgery or what. I understand that it's similar to carpal tunnel, which I've already gone through. Anyway, but with your elbow. So, here's my 5 thankfuls. I've just shared some pity party with you. Some tough stuff. My plus stuff. First of all, I found my makeup bag. I had lost it when we moved here. I thought, where in the world could it be? I was so glad I found it. Secondly, Dan was really nice and bought me a new garage door opener and got it all working. So I don't know what happened to my garage door opener, but it's not in my car, so he fixed that. Even though Father's Day is tomorrow, and I haven't. Well, he wanted to get a bunch of audiobooks for Father's Day, and so he got a ton of them, like $100 worth, but they were really, really good sale. He's got enough audiobooks probably to last him for a year. And oh yeah, and he would like to have the back seat of his car because it's scratched up. Annie scratched up when she was a puppy, so he wants that fixed for his Father's Day. We would have done those anyway, but there you go. How exciting, huh? My kids do all these really cool, neat surprises for their husbands. Oh well. Anyway, let's see. Oh, I was going to tell you something else. Let me turn it off and turn it back on.